Hi everybody, my name is Christie Shein, Vice President of Ogilvy Chicago Media Relations and part of the Ogilvy Media Influencer team. I've wanted to be in media relations for as long as I can remember, from the time I graduated college. It took me 6 years, working full-time as a waitress to do that. And during my time, I learned a lot on how to foster and nurture relationships, which actually helps me to help you get clients on national morning TV shows. Now back in the day, it used to be about getting on Oprah's couch. Nowadays, it's all about the morning shows, and we're going to help you figure that out. So working from producers to bookers, I'm going to give you some tips on how to get there. Since each show is different, I want to talk about the top 5 things that you need to consider before you even pick up the phone or draft an email. Number 1, audience. Number 2, time. Number 3, booker or producer. Number 4, advertising. And number 5, client. So going back to audience, you need to figure out who you're pitching. Are you going to be reaching the moms and dads in the mornings on the couches, consumer audience, or are you looking to reach the business executives in the Wall Streets of the world? Secondly, time. Figure out when you're going to talk to these producers and bookers. I know for a fact that one major national morning show has 2 meetings a day, one at 10:30 in the morning and one at 4 p.m. in the evening. So if you want to talk to them, call them before those times, not after, not during. Number 3, producer or booker. 2 totally different jobs. Everybody tends to think you need to call a producer, but that's not the case. Bookers book the talent, producers produce the trend stories. Number 4, advertising. You should know if your client's already advertising on that network or on that show. It's a lot of money, so leverage that information. And number 5, client. Figure out whether or not your client's been on the show before or even on any network show. See how they've done, and if you need to ask for live to tape, which is an option, or if you need a more controlled environment, ask for tape segments. Morning shows don't always mean Good Morning America and Today's Show. Did you know that CBS Sunday Morning is the highest rated morning show across the board? And it's on a weekend. So think about that. You can go beyond to CNBC, Bloomberg, CBS Sunday Morning. And let's think about categorizing morning news shows into 3 areas: consumer lifestyle news, business earning and financials, and then hard news. Don't stop at just one TV segment. One example that I want to talk about is an opportunity that I worked with on a major business network. We were taping live on site, and then I asked the question, what else can we do? How many more segments are there? Turns out there's multiple segments for multiple shows on that network, which resulted in 5 TV segments that were all live with the client, 1 online segment, and 1 radio opportunity that was taped. So go ahead and ask away. Capitalize, all in one day's work. Remember when I asked you to look at your client's advertising and marketing calendar? Do it. Find out how much they're spending every year on each network and maybe even the show that you're pitching. It can be anywhere from $250,000 up to $1 million to $2 million. And then when you're talking to that producer for that earned segment, give them a friendly reminder that you're already spending a ton of money with them and that you'd like to continue that relationship. Finally, let's talk about spokespeople. We have a few options. The first is paid spokespeople. That can be a celebrity or a well-known public influencer that you pay to talk about your messaging. The second is C-suites. These are going to be your corporate executives that you put on shows, such as business shows, earnings, and financials. And the last one that we're going to talk about is third party. This can be anyone from a reporter at the Wall Street Journal appearing on a CBS network or CNET. Think about the relationships that they have and the partnerships that already exist. Well, I hope we got you one step closer to understanding the various morning shows that are out there. To stay atop of what's happening on a weekly basis, visit Adweek's Newser website, and we'll see you in the morning.